What's up, my peoples? It is what is it? I have to remember what today's date is. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Today is May 17th. Yeah. Today is May 17th of 2017. I hope everything is going okay with you guys. Yes, I have a sty. It was way bigger than this, and it was way uglier looking than this. Trust me. I actually still have to upload a skincare video in regards to my skincare routine now that I have a sty. You kind of have to take a little extra precaution just to make sure that you don't contaminate the other areas of your face. So, I'll get into that in a moment. But I wanted to come on really quick and talk about a subject. I swear, it's always something about race. Okay, so let me get into it. I'm on the train with a coworker. We always end up getting out of work at the same time, so him and I take the train together. Not a big deal. So we get on the train and we're on 59th Street on the A train running express. And this guy and this white lady get on. This woman gets on, she cuts in front of him and sits down at the seat that he was going to sit on. He walked to the seat, had every intention in being in the seat. He got on the train first, and then she rushed on and pushed past him and sat down. So he cursed her out completely. It was like, you're such a B, you should have never cut in front of me, you know that that's the seat that I wanted, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So he was cursing her out, getting louder and louder, like with each second. And, yeah, everybody was kind of looking at him like he was crazy. But the ending of what he was saying, he said, fucking white privilege, boy. See, my beef with him in that case, it has nothing to do with him yelling at the woman and everything. He could have handled this situation a lot better, in my opinion, honestly. He could have just said, miss, can you please move over because that's the seat that I really wanted. But there was an empty seat next to him, so he really could have sat down still. Yes, one, it was very rude for her to cut in front of him and take the seat, knowing he was literally about to sit in the seat and she got in it. Two, he raised his voice louder and louder and louder, and he threatened to smack her. That's what he said. I want to smack the shit out of you right now. Excuse my French, you guys, for the kids that do watch. He said, I want to smack the shit out of you. And he was getting louder and louder and huffed and puffed and riled up. My beef with him was the fact that he said white privilege. This is a situation that has nothing to do with her race. She was just being rude, The only reason why he mentioned white privilege is because she was a white woman. My issue with that is, don't use certain phrases out of context because then they start to lose some of their power. If she said black men need to stand up on the fucking train because I'm entitled to a seat because I am this, then that's when you can say fucking white privilege, boy. But at the same time, there's no law that says that we have to stand on trains. You get what I'm saying? Like, use these powerful words in the proper context, because people that are nearby that are not privy to the situation or how it feels to live the black experience in America, it's going to lose some of its weight because they're going to think that every black person resorts back to that for that one reason, just to have something to say against a white person. No. In isolated situations, you can very much say that white privilege still exists. However, don't use it out of context, because then people aren't going to understand it as well as they need to. That's like when people say, oh, they're being mad ignorant, yo. And it's something that has nothing to do with ignorance. Ignorance simply means a lack of knowing a certain thing. But if you use ignorance out of the proper context, then people aren't going to understand what it truly means. It's going to lose some of its value and its meaning. That's a problem. If you're going to say anything racially charged, anything that has something to do with a very loaded subject like religion, money, racism, sexism especially, all these are very charged subjects. Use it in the right context. That's like saying, that's like using the word feminism out of context or something. I'm really trying to find a proper example so it makes a little more sense, but I don't know. So PSA for folk. If you want to use certain words and phrases, you absolutely have to use them in the proper context so they don't lose their value and meaning. Yes, language changes all the time. It's always mutating into something completely different. They added freaking selfie to the damn dictionary because it's a commonly used word. People use froyo now instead of frozen yogurt. It's a bunch of different words that have changed. But when it comes to certain things, you just shouldn't use it out of context. It truly loses its value, which is a big problem. So yeah, that's that.